Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, from the immense blessings of this holy month and the realities of Surah Al-Yasin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. قالوا مثلنا أنزل الرحمن أنتم ولا تكذبون سأل عليه ما كذبون. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim 36:12. That's not nice. Haji Shahid can recite verse 12 inshaAllah, Shaykh. That's not nice. Haji Shahid can recite verse 12 inshaAllah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم وبلغ الرسول الكريم. And that Allah is certainly we who resurrect the dead, but in Arabic it's give life to the dead and write what they sent before them of their deeds and what they left behind on their visit to this earth. And everything is listed for us in a clear record. And alhamdulillah that from the heart of Prophet to the heart of awliyaullah, that Allah giving to us that we bring a life to death, that the state of death, the binary state is off, and that Allah brings it to be on. Within that state of off, and that Allah brings it to be on. Everything in our existence is based on that understanding to reach our reality, that our existence here is a temporary existence. We think we're alive on this earth, but we're very much dead. And our true life doesn't begin until we die. Everything is mixed up here. Nothing is as what it seems. This is the illusion that Allah alludes to in the Qur'an, that this life of yours is but an illusion. That we came from the real and we came from an existence, from the oceans of al-hayat, and Allah brought us into this existence thinking that we are alive, giving us the understanding, oh, we're now alive. But we are pretty much walking dead, because in Allah's eyes this existence we have is not living. The existence of eating, drinking, sleeping and living for our dunya is not the existence that Allah is interested in. Because Allah is only interested in the soul, that which is eternal. You don't put focus from heavens on that which is temporary, 60, 70 years, 80 years, 5 years, 2 years. It's fleeting, it has but like a blink in a reality that we would write linear is our eternity with no beginning and no end. We don't know when Allah created our souls and when Allah will close the whole package. In that linear equation, this life is but a blink, comes and it went that fast. Anything that comes and goes that fast, they don't put a importance on it. That can't be the purpose, and that can't be the reality. Everything from shaitan is to make us feel it's everything, not to remember it's a blink, but that we're here, our issues are very real, our struggles are very real, all of the things that we have to accomplish, all the things we have to do, everything that has to happen as if it's real. And this is it, this is everything. And 99% of creation falls for that. They no, this is our existence. Beyond that, they don't even talk to me about it, this is it. It's but a blink. And shaitan's job and evilness and nafs and egoism and every bad characteristic is to make us forget about the eternity, the line that goes forever, and focus solely on the dot that just appeared and then disappeared. And heavenly realities come to us to remind us that this is the role of shaitan and the evilness and egoism and bad character. And for that blink, people are killing each other, destroying each other, corrupting each other, every type of evilness and wickedness, because the more they were fooled by shaitan, the more evil and wicked they became. And you can see the stupidity that for this blink you're earning your ticket into an eternal hell, non-existence, whatever punishment Allah going to put, just for this blink. So then who looks retarded? Like who doesn't seem like their faculties are working, that for this blink you're doing all of these crimes and all of these actions and all of these killings and all of these slaughter and all of these things, and this blink will end in a second and you'll be in the presence of your Lord for all of eternity. Everything that you send before you means everything you're doing, it's on a blockchain, because now the dunya is reaching towards akhirah. What Allah has written for you and what is happening in your grave is now visible on this earth, because the barzakh is so near in every aspect. When barzakh is so near, its proof is that whatever is occurring in your grave, Allah has no time. It's not going to happen at another point, it's happening right now. You just haven't caught up to that from your physical, because light has no time. Whatever Allah wrote for the condition of your grave in this barriers of light, when we described that Allah says there's before you and behind you, these are frequencies like veils of energies. In one of these veils of energies that we haven't reached yet is what Allah wrote for us in the grave. We're going to get there because we're moving on a physical plane to get to this, like a page on a horizontal line. You have all your vertical pages, and it's in the world of light has been written what your condition of your grave is. And when the area becomes so close to Qiyamah, whatever is written on that page is now manifesting in the physical plane. And we've described many times, go back to the hadith of Prophet when he describes the punishments of the grave, what people will be under with punishments. And you read that to see how that's happening now. That validates for you that it is very true. Everything Prophet described of what Allah has in a clear register. You look from azab and then you look from those whom receiving barakah. From the azab, the angels beating, the angels putting hooks on people, the graves filled with scorpions, with spiders, with all of these we say and say and say. Inshallah we'll make some nice shade out of Medina. We have a set of rap coming out and reggae's coming out. Each nasheed comes to reach a different people. Some people, they don't get educated by books. They think like, what am I going to do with the book? And they're not going to watch a video to read. This is their food. So you give hamburger to the person who likes hamburger, give pizza to the guy who likes pizza, but they're all eating because there's something in it. It's not empty words, it's not shaitanic words. Some people will say, I like classical. Then you give them something in classical. Right now it's feeding time. Why? Because people have to wake up. When the awliya begin to wake you up, they're going to wake up the entire earth. There's not one person listening, something's happening. A wake-up call is coming, and we don't know when the alarm comes to one particular person who's sleeping. And when Allah sends the wake up, they get a buzz and zzz, and they're waking up. So these are signs of a great wake-up call occurring. As a result of these realities that begin to come out, all of the punishments, we are now seeing them stylish. We keep saying it because it'll come out, people will hear it and say, oh, I don't know what it's talking about. Now they make a rap for it. We describe what Prophet ﷺ gave on Isra ibn Miraj. He went into Jahannam ﷺ, but he didn't like at all, but he saw the punishments. He said, this is what our Prophet saw of punishments, and look at what I see of design and style. People wear their punishment and think it's stylish. And without judgment we look and see that this poor person doesn't even know what's in store for them. Whatever they're doing, their grave is going to be filled with scorpions and spiders and horrific things, because what they're doing is not good. You understand? You get to walk on this earth now and see people's condition of their graves. Just by hearing this teaching and understanding, when you see somebody riddled with these marks, means in the grave right now they're covered with these creatures. And unless there's an intervention where Allah grants them a rahmah and a mercy to come to the light before that actually happens. And that's a wake-up call, that the marks you have are not something of a style, but you've been fooled and beguiled by shaitan. And these are the marks of your punishment I see upon you. I see the snakes on you, the scorpions on you, the spiders on you, eating you, and Allah keeping you alive in the grave to be fed to these creatures. The people of light, now you see them coming to the light, because Allah has written the condition of their grave to be with light. And that light is based on the love of the heavens, of good character and good deeds. Not laws and rules, but good character and good deeds. These people of lights, that their grave has written, there is no punishment, that they're receiving lights, they're receiving this, they're receiving that. And as a result we see them now in the manifest realm coming towards the light, coming and attracted to the things that will bring goodness. They're attracted to goodness. They want to make a change, they want to make a goodness, they want to have good deeds, good actions, good character. Not because of their cleverness, but because what Allah has written. And now because of this barzakh we're seeing this. What used to be a firasa, a spiritual vision that would go very far, years in advance, they can see with their spiritual vision of what's coming. Now they can teach you that you can see it right now. You look at the signs and the markings that people and what they're exhibiting of character, their condition is now very apparent in their grave. And the people whom are coming towards goodness, this is the condition of their grave. They're attracted to goodness, they're attracted to lights, they're attracted to receiving these lights. Then awliya come to give us their understandings. When Allah is giving to us, all of this will be written and has been written, and what Allah has written is manifesting. One, walk the earth and see the punishment of the Divine is very much real, because this is not a fashion statement that shaitan is teaching you, but what he has inspired of you, of your actions, and you know only what your actions are, what you do, what you watch, what you think, what you eat. And you think nobody sees it because you don't believe in God. You sit in a room and do whatever evilness you want, but as soon as you step out, we all know it by your markings. Because you can't be doing something good and get those. Those are darajats of Jahannam, like a kernel in hell, and that's the wrong place for those medallions. You don't want the medallions of Jahannam. They're proud, they say, look, I got a skull here, but that's like a rank in hell. And you see them now with all their rankings. And this is the sign of the last days. And the people coming towards goodness and towards rahmah and mercy, you see them. You see them supporting, you see them active, you see them watching, you see them listening, participating, and taking this system of khidmat, that I want to put out something. Because if you believe, do something. Something has to last and manifest. This is with one of our nasheeds, I said, what is it? With your dusty hands you plant your seeds. That nasheed, they have to put it as a Fatima Zahra video. So with those dusty hands, plant your seeds so that this reality manifests. Faith is not something hidden, it has to be real. It has to manifest in every aspect of your life to validate the condition of your grave. If you keep it hidden, the danger is upon you. If your faith doesn't manifest in everything you do and validate for you the condition of your grave, because you're the only one who will believe in your condition. There's not a shaykh or anyone who can come and tell you. If Allah told you, you didn't believe. If Prophet tells us and we didn't believe, what shaykh is anyone going to believe? Only you can believe. Look at your deeds. With what book is going to be the condition of your grave? I have no deeds, then you should be very scared. Then you have markings, wrong food, wrong choices, wrong drinks. All of those are exhibiting the condition of the grave. That's why they inspire people, is live a life of service. Now more than ever, serve, 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 serve until you've taken your last breath. That validates your life's condition and the condition of your grave. And in the end you hope to look out upon the horizon, say, Ya Rabbi, whatever you gave of me and whatever I struggled in the way, we brought out these knowledges and these teachings. And in the end of all these teachings, it should have manifested a beautiful garden.